10 years on YouTube, everybody. And it's funny how the sets come and go, just like Rudy's hair. It's funny how just the markets and the world view things. Today we have a philosophical conversation because I've just been kind of analyzing the market all night and morning, and I've been thinking about everything, and there's so many things and phrases and things we can say in this video. Right now, everybody's bullish. Everybody's going after magic collector boxes. Everybody wants anything with the word Pokemon. Therefore, in the future, everybody's going to be hoarding it, setting up for a larger than normal crash size and market recalibration. This is the time you should sell everything and lock in profits because historically the risk level's higher because everybody's greedy versus scared. We can say all kinds of stuff on this channel, right? But one of the things I still find the most fascinating about the current Magic and Pokemon world is how if you're a normal person and you have a passion for trading cards, what does that person do? Well, they may have some friends and family locally that are into the hobby. But most of the time, the individual then seeks on their smartphone or computer. I don't know if there's a difference. I guess smartphone is a computer. And they go online and people research. When people research things now, essentially people Google things and AI and algorithms and, well, the internet essentially takes you to what? Facebook, MySpace, Discord, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram. The entire internet takes you to the same couple places of social media. And the most ironic, fascinating thing about all this stuff is even in 2025, we've lived this world of the last 30 years of Pokemon and 30 years of Magic, and why is the internet always seem to be inaccurate and wrong? That, you would think when you pool, the more and more people's thoughts and patterns you pool together, the more accurate and polished the information you'll get will be, right? In theory, the more people who have input, the more kind of honed in that the answer gets more clear. But it's like, why after so many years, so many Magic sets, so many Pokemon sets, why after this much time is the internet still filled with people saying the end is near and they're always wrong? It's such a bizarre thing because you can break that down further into it became very, in the last probably 10 years on the internet, it became very dangerous to be wrong, right? So you can play it safe by just saying, I don't know, it could go down anytime. Oh, see, here's the crash. You can play it safe as a human by trying to not be wrong. Because the internet has this new, part of the social culture is to kind of seek out things that are wrong and kind of attack that individual channel or store or distributor or company or brand or whatever it is. But the thing is, time has a funny way of shifting what's right and wrong. So unless you really reevaluate, good example, the world famous Magic the Gathering attempt to copy the Pokemon big box flashy items for people, for the stores and the Walmarts and everything, right? The world famous. And if you've been around this YouTube channel for 5 to 10 years like me, you'll know the history of this product. If you're new here, you have no idea what I'm about to say. But for those of you around, you'll recognize this. This was the item that Magic tried to copy Pokemon to get flashy shelf space and to try to get some market share from Pokemon on big box stores. Came out, one of the most epic fails in sealed product history. $20 MSRP. Distribution sold to LGSs and scumbags like me for $12, $11 a piece, maybe, something like that. And eventually, after this was out for a while, as you can see inside of it, you've got a pack of Amonkhet, Hour of Devastation, Ixalan, 5 really cool land promos, 2 specialty Kaladesh Aether era promo cards, and a poster. Right? So eventually at the end, this was the item that I ended up buying, I think like, oh God, 10 pallets worth or something. Thousands of these things were on clearance for about $5. And I remember starting to buy the first pallet from a distributor, and then they came back to me because nobody else would touch it. And it's funny today to think $5 for 3 packs of cards of older Magic, 7 promo cards. Oh, by the way, I forgot the spin down dice. There's a spin down dice, yeah, on the side there. Black or red, I think it is. Only black, red, or white, maybe. And it's funny is that this is a great example. It came out, and it failed and didn't work. Now, if you followed up 6 months after this came out, it still failed and didn't work. If you followed out a year after this product came out, not only did it fail, but it got worse. If you followed up 2 years after this product was released, that was what it got. It just literally, you couldn't give it away. Then if you followed up 8 years later, now it's like, oh my God, can I please buy that? I beg you, I'll pay $5. I'll pay $10. I'll pay $20 for this today. So again, it's fascinating that the attitude of success or failure depends on where you price check or where you are in the moment of time you check something. Does that make like that's the reality of this stuff? Okay, so it's weird because it reinforces my concept that I firmly believe this is why most people lose more money than they should. They don't experience proper collecting or investing or anything. I think it leans into the problem of why people tend to be more just emotionally driven versus data driven. And it's just, I constantly find it fascinating that even in 2025, the internet is just, or I guess I shouldn't say the internet, the type of person that posts and comments on social media is of a certain, maybe socioeconomic class, income, debt, maybe education level, maybe demographic and location where they live in the world. It's very fascinating on these things. But see, the problem is, you have to step back and ask yourself, if you go on the main Magic the Gathering, I'm assuming there's a Discord, or Reddit, or the main Magic Facebook, or whatever it is, you're going to get very limited opinions and diverse views or attitudes on things. It's going to be very specific on what you're going to be exposed to, right? But the question remains, why does even like a finance or an investor collector Facebook or MySpace or Reddit or Discord group, why is it that most of these groups of thousands of people or tens of thousands, why are they, it's not like, because there's nothing wrong with being inaccurate and being wrong. That's part of being human. But why after this much time is you just see post after post of bad information? Now, to me, it's bad information. And of course, you guys know my history with these social media websites. And, you know, I will always owe Reddit the greatest degree of debt and attitude, because I wouldn't be here today and the channel wouldn't have exploded if it wasn't for Reddit in 2016. So again, the lower educated, really stupid people who spend all day on some of these websites, I owe them a lot of gratitude, because, you know, they helped me build the empire of where I am. If it wasn't for them, things would be very, very different today. That was the only reason I got shared online. But you would think after this much time, like, how on earth, like if you're discussing Pokemon, how on earth did we ever go into Scarlet Violet era Pokemon the last 2 years? And even at the beginning of SVO 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon releases in a row. It wasn't until the 5th set when the market turned. How did 4 sets in a row, the entire internet had agreed that there was no chance of anything, constant bashing, negative, how on earth can that many people be that wrong that consistently? Like, it's truly a fascinating thing. Because you would think after enough time goes by that these groups, these types of people, would learn from the past and learn from this. And that's when you start to kind of step back and go, wow, okay, so the turnover and the attrition of people coming and going from this industry and posting online, the turnover is pretty high, which doesn't allow a lot of people to learn because they move on to other things before they go back and realize what the actual results were long term. And then it also makes you realize that you learn about, when you read news on, let's say, a Magic set or a Pokemon set, Flesh and Blood set, a White set, a One Piece set, pick any set you want. When you read the news on any card set release, and you look online, you read the article, or you look at a post, you'll see maybe 10, 20, 50, maybe 100, maybe 200, 300 people talking about it. You're going to essentially be influenced by the small couple hundred group of people on what their immediate knee-jerk reaction is. That's going to set the tone of how you view a product. So coming up here, another good example, we have Edge of Eternities. Pre-order window is already closed. It's already done. Print run is confirmed to be, in my opinion, disturbingly low, that I'm not really agreeing with. Do we have a serialized card in the collector box? Has that come out yet? I thought we were supposed to have at least one serialized showcase card in each collector and each standard set. I know there's not much information yet. It's too soon. Maybe next week by the time you watch this. And, Wizards, they cut the fucking print run on Edge of Eternities. And I think that's a mistake. The print run on collector boxes and play boxes for Magic is already tight. It's like Flesh and Blood. Hey, thank you guys for allowing cards to have value. Secondary market's going crazy in Flesh and Blood. Thanks for the market people. It's just, it's truly people are trying to collect cards again. I know. Oh God, the game piece. But I mean, hey, but Flesh and Blood. James LSS. Please don't cut the print runs anymore. Okay, you proved the point. Proud of you, home fries. Waffle fries, corn nugget, and tater tots. Can we? No more cutting. Everything's fine. No more print run reductions. This isn't 2022, 2023 anymore. The reductions are great. Let's not cut anymore for anything. So now Magic, Edge of Eternities, well, everybody's upset because now the rumors are starting to swirl because I think 1 or 2 of the 5 distributors gave out allocations a little bit early, or at least estimations. And for a standard normal set like Edge of Eternities, like the collector boxes, I'm getting less of these than I did of Foundations collectors. I think Duskmourn collectors. I think Aether may be similar. So, and I'm like, because again, what happened? The entire internet said don't order as many. Don't order as many collector boxes and Edge of Eternities because Final Fantasy already came out. And the market's going to be all sucked in, she's going to be the Sucker 5000, just like the Scalper Scanner 5000. They are friends with benefits. And everyone reduced exposure to Edge of Eternities because there's no way it's going to do well after Final Fantasy. And Rudy's on the internet saying, hey guys, we all may want to be careful on the Edge of Eternity thing. It's a very, very strong bull market, and we're probably going to have spillover. Yes, historically, the vacuum of a powerhouse like Final Fantasy, the sets around it will be weaker, or it can be liquidated to raise capital for the stronger item. But we're in a really strong bull market. And I want to tell you all right now, just from patron feedback from the last week or two, from hundreds of patrons and you guys out there have already told me, Rudy, you are carrying Edge of Eternities. You're still doing this, right? Like, you're not going to skip. I said, no, I'm balls deep. I don't skip sets. Been over this. Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, Magic the Gathering, One Piece, Sorcery, Weiss. I don't skip sets. I don't care how much, well, Rudy's definitely got a shill and heavy bag. Those are the comments and people that I was just saying on social media that just, I'm sorry, they're just stupid. These are the people you share a road with. These are the people that drive vehicles, that go to the grocery store and they walk around you at Walmart. There's just a lot of stupid fucking people out there. Why? A lot of it's not other people's fault. A lot of it is, well, we don't have good education. We have a very, wealth and resource diverse economy where some people get just insane of everything. Other people get nothing. Some people are struggling. There's just so much polarization everywhere. This is a great example. The Edge of Eternity situation. I mean, I'll never forget. I had somebody, I think maybe it was a patron or just a regular email. So I was like, hey, Rudy, I was going to order a master case of 24 collector box from my local LGS. They're only asking like $199. They just want to get them off the books at cost. And I remember replying like, dude, take it. Take it. If you don't want it, I will pay you that. Because I'll take extra. And the guy was like, I don't want to be on the hook if these things drop to 150 or do like an Aether Drift. It's like, there's nothing wrong with Aether Drift. If you guys have Aether Drift collector boxes for that whole 170 Amazon clearance or anything, send me a message. I will buy any amount of Aether Drift collector boxes for 170, and I'll pay your shipping cost. Don't put them on TCG Player for 190 or 200 and then net less. If you have a good volume, send AlphainvestmentsLLC at Gmail. If you have collector boxes, even the worst, Karlov Manor, Aether Drift, and Rudy Aether's like 189. After shipping and fees, my store's losing money. We're netting 160. Send me an email. You have a case of 24? You have 48? I'll pay you 170 and cover the fucking shipping, man. Dude, dump them on me. Like, I don't view the short term. It means nothing. People don't understand time and patience, attention spans. We've all been rewired to be dumbasses and dumb fucks. And I'm telling you right now, going into the Edge of Eternity thing, it's a classic example. And guess what? Wizards didn't do the wrong thing. Wizards did the right thing. Because they took feedback from distribution, they took feedback from all the absolute approved dumb fucking idiots on the internet who were like, well, space and Shocklands are back, so I think, Rudy, this time Shocks are going to $3 to $4, just like Ravnica Remastered reprint of Shocks. What? People said that about Ravnica Remastered collector boxes. And then I couldn't sell those things. Oh, here's Rudy trying to unload his heavy bags because I'm stupid. Don't nobody buy them, even at $229 collectors. Oh, wait, so you would have made 300%. You would have gone from 2 to 600 in like 18 months. Like, the awful information from this small group of people online leads so many people to making awful business, collecting, playing, investing. It leads to terrible choices. And my rant of this video is, honestly, I'm fascinated that it's still happening. And I know this is going to make me sound like the absolute king scumbag because I took your stepsister. I hope it doesn't change. The fact that I can make these rant videos, and the fact that you can't even comment to Rudy or a video on these approved channels, you'll get banned, and the fact it's been this way for 10 years, it has bred so much opportunity and made me and certain other stores who can think for themselves the opportunity in the money, in the wealth transfer that's been capable because of the system that's in place, because of social media, power-hungry moderators that are some of the dumbest fucking humans on the planet. I hope it doesn't change because I find it just embarrassingly stupid, but it allows so much opportunity in this world. Because there's other times I thought to myself, I was like, okay, Rudy, well, what if 9 years ago, what if you did become an approved content creator on YouTube? What if you did work with wizards and help things and discuss things instead of emails to yourself, which don't exist? And what if you actually did these things? What if you took sponsors? What if you actually did link and work with social media and all these Discords and Reddits and Facebooks? And how different would today be? And the honest answer is, I genuinely, I think I would be worse off. My Patreon account would be smaller. And the opportunity for people to collect and invest would be stunted. I think the way things unfolded was the most empowering, best possible circumstance. Now that I can reflect on this. What? Oh, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. Sorry about that, guys. This is the best possible scenario for someone like me. Because think about all this stuff. Because like this Edge of Eternity thing, it's going to be a fucking home run. Oh, and by the way, have you already heard too? I had a message this morning before I filmed this video. And someone goes, oh, Rudy, I heard the Shocklands are going to be super ugly with this new thing because they're bringing back the Galaxy foils. And because they're all going to be ugly, dude, Unfinity Shocklands to the moon. Unfinity Shocklands with the Galaxy space foils, they're going to skyrocket. So what do? I go on TCG Player and I go, is this true? Unfinity, beep, boop, 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 ching, slot machine hand. I don't know why it's always there. Beep, boop, boop, red rope in the middle of the room, where underwear falls, beep, boop, boop. And guess what I see? Unfinity Shocklands. Unfinity Galaxy Foil Shocklands. All-time high. Skyrocketing. Not $50 cards, Not $60 cards, not $70 cards. I'm seeing $150, $170, even $200. Over doubled in price in the last couple months. And of course, Unfinity's trash. And if you can literally Google, example number 69. You can Google Unfinity, Alpha Investments, Unfinity, Rudy, collector box. You can dig into history. That's what I love about the internet, is all of this stuff. The good, the bad, the failures, the success, the dark times, the things that have imploded, the companies that went bankrupt for being stupid as shit, and the companies that are here today. And now people are talking about infinity boxes. Because now, everybody, it's the chatter now, is Unfinity. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, Unfinity collector boxes were the most ridiculed, laughed at. Like, I barely even talk about Infinity or collector boxes of Infinity because every time I brought it up in the past, oh, this guy's got heavy bags because I'm stupid and uneducated. And he's trying to unload it now because he brought up a bad product. They said it about Baldur's Gate, which is why Baldur's Gate is going crazy. Because nobody kept it. They said about Strixhaven. Adventures Forgotten Realm, all-time high. You see all these examples. It's not one example in Magic. It's not one example in Pokemon. It's an incredible track record of these products, the history, the pricing. It is fucking incredible how this stuff doesn't even get more broad mainstream or like books or some other form of attention, because some of the data and historical stuff on like Pokemon, 28 and a half or 28, 29 years. Technically, we're not 30 years of Pokemon. Close enough. Almost 30 years of Pokemon releasing booster boxes. Every single, 100% track record for sealed Pokemon, parking money and capital long term. I've never seen anything in my entire puny 40 years on this planet as a human meat popsicle. I've never seen an asset class, an item, a category that has a track record of 28.5 years of every single Pokemon booster box in the United States in English have a 100%, like literally, should we use the G word, guarantee? Still makes my balls tingle. I don't want to make tingly balls. Like, it's, how many things in life can have a 30-year data set that's that strong? Like, it's so good, it doesn't even sound real. But it's true. There is not a single Pokemon booster box in English in the United States is there even a single booster box under 100? Is there even a single Pokemon box under like 120, 150 now? Like, the older you get, it just goes from 100 to 200 to 500 to 1,000, then it just goes thousands and tens of thousands. And it's like, how is this not a bigger converse? How is the world, how does this not get more, just confirmation bias? Or how does it not get more attention? In Magic. Look at the Magic thing. Look at the collector boxes. Anyone now who just says, like, oh, collector boxes, don't buy them, whatever Rudy's pumping or shilling, whatever this, like, you should never buy a collector box. Like, dude, go on TCG Player. Buy a fucking collector box of Final Fantasy for $1,200, $1,300. You think in 12 months it's going to be less? Buy from a random store. Don't mess with me. I don't got any for sale. No, mine's done. Patrons took the Rudy ripoff price and it's gone. I shipped all of those bitches are gone. And I'm telling you right now, like, the fact that people online are like, oh God, I can't believe people are paying $1,200 for Final Fantasy collectors. Guess what? Go back further. Oh God, I can't believe people are paying, $150 for Carlo of Manor collectors. I wouldn't buy those unless they're $99. Oh God, I can't believe people are buying Lord of the Ring holiday collectors. They just broke $300. They were $260 last week. Oh my God, I can't believe Rabbit. You can go on and on. You think Outlaws of Thunder Junction is going to stay at $220, $230? Is Brothers War at 1,000 yet? You think March of the Machine and Phyrexia, Throne of Eldraine, even Theros? How about the only core set, Core 21 collectors, with the lowest collector box print run since like Fallout? Like, how many are even, like, there's so much opportunity. And yet you go online, it's a world of just stupid Debbie Downer negative Nancy about everything's expensive. Yes, it is expensive. Welcome to the future. Our government, our pretty much U.S. policy of Democrat, Republicans, and money printing and all this stuff, they allowed us to be where we are today. And if you don't make right choices, you don't work hard, you don't plan for your future, Rudy, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be dead tomorrow. I'm going to live it up today. Nothing matters. I'm going to debt. Hey, you do you, Penelope. That's all you. That's not for me. I can't live like that. I like a certain mindset, a certain organization. I like to have resources. I like to have a lot of capital and access so that my family and my children and my children's children and my 69 kids, they can all have an empire. Hey, if you guys want to live it up because you could be dead tomorrow, live your life however you want. I don't, hey, just because I don't agree doesn't mean I don't love you. I still give you a free mouth hug. You better be cute. And it's just one of these things where you would think by now, like, people would learn. I'm so blown away. The last 2-3 weeks, the Final Fantasy frenzy, and everyone just constant bashing edge of attorneys, and then getting confirmation that I emailed myself and an employee in Seattle said that they have less of it because there was less demand from the email to myself from Seattle because I use a VPN from Florida. Anyways, or Renton? So Wizards did the right thing. They produced less of edge of attorneys because they were hedging the risk because of what the market told them. Why? Because people are stupid. And just like the Matrix, it crashes because of human choice. Humans will make stupid choices. Even when should I save money? Or what's that red button? And there's a giant fist above it. Guys, should I push the red button? There's a giant fist right above me. And it says, do not press or otherwise you'll get hit by a fist. But maybe it's lying. Maybe it's fake news. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm going to push it anyways. And then you push the button, you get hit in the face. And you go, whoa, I can't believe I got hit in the face. Is this a microaggression? There's a fist. And it's just like, I don't know. I genuinely can't tell if just Americans are getting dumber around me. I can't tell if we're getting lazier. I can't tell if it's all of it. Or that's just always been that way and I'm just paying attention. Maybe not much has changed and I'm just getting older and I'm just going, old man Rudy just yells at clouds. Oh, you old gift box. You always ruin me. I don't know. I just want to throw the gift box. Literally, that was an excuse to throw the gift box. It fascinates me, everybody. It fascinates me. Like, all right, let me shill. Let me shill in this video. Let me shill. I'm going to shill for myself. This video is sponsored by my right testicle, not the left one, because the right one's always right. I've been saving that one all day. So, for example, I ordered the shit out of Edge of Attorneys. I'm no joke, guys. Like 4,000 or 5,000 play boxes. Like, I'm hoping to get allocated at least 1,000 to 2,000 collector boxes. I'm hoping, but it's probably going to get allocated lower. Why? Because because I'm sitting here going, okay, even play boxes of everything. They're running out. Wizards can't keep up. The market's crazy. And guess what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? I'll give you guys one guess. Ask any patron, not social media, that's full of a bunch of stupid morons. Tarkir Dragonstorm, $100 boxes shipped. Really? Bloomborough, and the older boxes, which had more packs. Bloomborough, Thunder Junction, Foundations, Outlaws, Karlov. They're still 118 shipped. Just hear me out. I know I'm shilling for myself, but hang on, everybody. And now, guess what? Edge of Attorney's coming. Oh, Rudy, guess what? It's still $100 shipped for a fucking box. You can get a whole case from me for $599.99 when I run the sales and launch this. Guess what? And I'm going to give you guys another pro tip. It's going to sell out. Because literally, there are people out there who've been around a while. And they understand that as long as nothing changes, which it won't, the opportunity will always remain big, which it will, because most people are going to be just stupid and watered down, diluted morons from social media, which it will stay the same. So again, there's a reason. Now, the internet will tell you all kinds of fake things, and let's see, Rudy prints his own cards. He must be making $100 billion a year because he's a Wizards insider. Technically, I'm not a Wizards insider, I'm a Hasbro insider. They're going to say that people are going to make up the craziest shit. But again, I'm sorry, what? Oh, in the last 10 years I've been on YouTube, I've heard the same thing. And the kicker is, while most people will continue to make bad choices and struggle with jobs, life, relationships, magic, collecting, playing, investing, whatever it is, there will continue to be a small sliver that does incredibly, incredibly well. Okay? And yeah, I've already heard the news. Even Edge of Eternity collector boxes. I've heard they're already over $300 a box. I don't even know if they're listed on TCG Player yet. Maybe by the time you watch this, they will be. But I mean, like, what do you think was getting? People are like, how's this possible? I'm like, you got Infinity collector boxes on TCG Player for like $220. There's $200 Galaxy Shocklands in boxes that are $220, and they've been out of print for like 3 to 4 years. Like, the opportunity, if you pay attention and not go, yeah, everything's bad, everything's it. Is the sun gonna come up tomorrow? Nope. Sun says, fuck it, not coming up, we're all screwed. Like, if you just block out the muck that you slosh through on the internet, because that's what it is, you will do so much better thinking for yourself, man. And again, as we end this video, which means we're halfway through, I hope it never changes. Because selfish, greedy Rudy is here to tell you all, I hope it stays the same, because it literally allows people like me to just run through a playground. Because think about it. How many people in major big LGSs and collectors and investors? Oh, there's good amounts of whales out there. Don't think there isn't, folks. I could name easily probably 50 or 100 5 to 10 year patrons. These guys are whales. LGS owners, I mean, huge investor collectors, US, overseas, Canada, everywhere, okay? And I'm telling you right now, a lot of these people have made insane amounts of money in the card world. Some of them have bought nothing from me. They just ask me questions. Some of them have bought everything. The things that collapsed, the things that skyrocketed, and let me tell you something. Some of these people made insane 6 figures being a long-term patron. Imagine buying every Magic product in the last 10 years by the case or something. And imagine buying at least a case or two of every Pokemon product from the last 7, 8, 9 years. Dude, you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit. Probably $250,000 to $500,000 profit at this point. If you bought cases of everything on a literally every week sale or every month, oh my God. But it's a real thing. And it's like, why don't people talk about positive success of this stuff? Well, Pokemon's ending and this and that. And like, I'll have to put a shitty negative title in this video. Otherwise, no one's going to even listen to this and learn. But I'm like, if you really don't think Pokemon moving forward is going to continue to boom, you don't think Edge of Eternities, Spider-Man, Avatar, I think there's a new Lorwyn set coming I heard something about. Are you kidding me right now? Not to mention, like, okay, let me tell you this and I'll end the video. I'm sorry, everybody. But like, also, internal data point for everybody. Just to gauge the smart money, just want to let you know. So, even on my own system, in patrons and everything, again, there's thousands and thousands. I'm not going to give up specifics, because then everybody will find a way to use it against me. But I will tell you right now, the demand of you all, or I guess patrons, which are probably most of you guys watching, the demand of you all still buying $118 Bloomborough box from me. The demand, the amount of you all still buying Outlaws, Karlov, Duskmorn at $118 from me is astronomical. I'm moving like 1,000+ boxes a week still. Now, most orders, a box of Bloom, 2 Outlaws, 2 Duskmorn, maybe a Jumpstart, Foundation's Jumpstart. Well, Foundation's Jumpstart's cheap. That one's, I think that one's a lot less. I think is that 100? Or is that 93 still? That's a lot less. That's nowhere near as high. But you look at this stuff, and it's like, if everybody online makes you feel like no one's buying it, there's no sell-through volume, and I was like, no. The data remains extremely strong. And I'm telling you right now, Edge of Eternities, the amount of you all asking, I'm on the books for tons of Edge of Eternities play boxes. I'm going to do the Commander deck sales and everything. It's going to do really well. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be an interesting situation to see how many morons under-ordered, skip the product, and stores don't have it. Why? Because they did the classic Final Fantasy so big, the next set's going to fail. And the world goes on, the wheel in the sky keeps turning, and most people will screw up, miss out, and that's it. I mean, that's just the world we live in. It's never going to change. And I'm here to tell you all, I hope the world doesn't change. I hope in 5 more years from now, it's exactly the same. Because it's a beautiful playground for someone like me to play in. And there are other people out there like me that feel the exact same way. So while most Well, stupid people are angry. They're putting tweets and likes and thumbs up. That's what you're spending your day doing. Like, evaluate your life, man. Seriously, because life is beautiful. You only get so much time in it. We all die one day. We share the same destiny. You don't want to get older and look back like, well, man, I'm glad I was liking and scrolling all day and swiping on hot and jumping around jiggly chicks. And I'm glad I was making sure those tweets and I was part of those Reddit and Discord battles. Like, none of that means anything. It's not real, man. It's like some sort of silly Wall Street movie. It's just not the real world, man. The problem is people take advice and feedback when they see this from a couple hundred people, when there's literally like, what, 10, 20 million people worldwide into Magic and Pokemon, if not more. And you go online, you may see a post, and there's 100, 200 people, and you're going, wait a minute, do these 200 dumbasses represent 20 million? Probably not. And you got to be careful with that. Thanks for watching. I hope somebody out there learned something. Thanks for ranting. Very excited about Edge of Eternities. Very excited to finally get caught up here in the next few days. Very excited to I'd like to return to box opening videos soon. And very excited for the upcoming releases of some fun surprises. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you'll have a beautiful day. As always, wait a minute. Wait. Did anybody ever do the $1 million buyout of a Magic card or a Magic series or a Magic set or anything? Did anybody? Oh, no, nobody does this anymore? Oh, Magic's dead. Sorry.